When I caused you pain, I wasn't just breaking your heart. I was breaking a sacred bond that is meant to bring us closer to God. Each moment of hurt is a step further away from the love we are meant to share, and that realization cuts deeply. The deepest regret I feel is knowing that my actions not only hurt you, but also broke something sacred within me. When I hurt you, I strayed from the divine path that was supposed to guide me toward love, compassion, and understanding. I now understand that every wound I inflicted upon you is a reflection of my own inner turmoil and a betrayal of the love that should have been the anchor of our connection. I can only hope that in time I can mend both your heart and my own. The moment I hurt you, I lost sight of what truly matters, the sacred bond of trust and love. It's not just you that I betrayed, but something much larger, a divine calling to be compassionate, loving, and kind. When I hurt you, I wasn't just damaging our relationship, I was damaging the divine love that was meant to guide us both. The guilt and regret are constant reminders that I strayed too far from what is sacred and pure. Each time I failed you, I was reminded of the deep spiritual connection that was supposed to guide my actions. And now, as I reflect on the pain I caused, I understand that I wasn't just hurting you, I was betraying a greater love. The most painful truth I've come to realize is that by hurting you, I hurt the very love that is supposed to guide us. It wasn't just a betrayal of your trust, it was a betrayal of everything I believe in, everything that is sacred. When I hurt you, it wasn't just a moment of weakness. It was a moment where I allowed myself to lose sight of the love and trust that should have been the foundation of our connection. In doing so, I betrayed something much greater than just you. The pain I caused you is a reminder of the distance I've placed between myself and everything that is holy. In hurting you, I betrayed the sacred bond that should have connected us and the divine love that I failed to protect. The hurt I inflicted upon you wasn't just a betrayal of our relationship. It was a betrayal of the love that was meant to guide me. I failed to uphold the sacred trust that should have been the foundation of everything we shared. I know now that every moment I hurt you, I wasn't just making a mistake. I was straying further from the divine love that should have been my guide, and in doing so, I betrayed not just you, but the very essence of who I am meant to be. To cause you pain is to lose sight of the divine truth that love should be pure and unconditional. I now understand that every time I hurt you, I hurt the divine essence that connects us all, and that realization fills me with sorrow. When I hurt you, I wasn't just betraying your trust. I was betraying a sacred bond that was meant to guide us both toward love, healing, and understanding. Now, I must face the consequences of that betrayal and work toward redemption. The regret I feel is not just for the pain I caused you, but for the realization that every hurt I inflicted was a betrayal of the love that is meant to be sacred. In hurting you, I lost sight of everything that truly matters. I've come to understand that in hurting you, I was not just damaging our relationship, but violating the sacred principles of love and trust. It wasn't just you I betrayed, it was everything that I was meant to uphold. Each time I hurt you, I felt as though I was drifting further away from the divine love I am supposed to honor. The guilt and sorrow of my actions are constant reminders that when I betrayed you, I betrayed everything I hold sacred. When I caused you pain, I lost sight of the love that was supposed to guide me. Now I understand that every wound I inflicted upon you was a reflection of my failure to honor the divine connection between us. The love I should have protected was lost in the wake of my mistakes. In hurting you, I hurt myself, and I hurt the divine love that was meant to guide us both. The sorrow of that realization is something I must live with. When I hurt you, I lost sight of the spiritual connection that should have been our foundation. Now, I realize that in hurting you, I betrayed a bond that was meant to be sacred and pure, something that can never be taken back. The guilt I feel is not just for the pain I caused you, but for the deep betrayal I committed against the divine love that should have guided me. In every hurt I inflicted, I strayed further from the person I am meant to be. I understand now that by hurting you, I hurt something much greater than our relationship. I hurt the sacred love that was meant to bind us, and in doing so, I betrayed not just you, but the divine trust that was placed in me. The pain I caused you weighs heavily on my heart, and with every tear that fell from your eyes, I felt as though I was betraying something far more significant than just your trust. I was betraying a bond that was meant to be sacred, a divine promise that I now long to mend. When I hurt you, I didn't just break your heart. I broke something far deeper within me. The guilt lingers like an echo of a moment I can never take back. And I know now that by hurting you, I dishonored not only you, but also the sacred trust that binds us to each other and to something greater. In every moment of regret, I feel the weight of my actions, not only against you, but against the divine principles I once held dear. To cause you pain was to betray the love that is meant to be a reflection of something far beyond our understanding. The truth is, when I hurt you, I was not just making a mistake. I was distorting the love I am meant to share with you, turning it into something dark. And in doing so, I betrayed the very essence of what I believe in. I've come to realize that every time I hurt you, I hurt myself, and in turn, I hurt the divine. For in the space between us, there is a spiritual connection that should never be tainted by anything less than love and respect. The way I hurt you, it wasn't just an error in judgment. It was a betrayal of something sacred, a divine truth I have strayed far from. I wish I could turn back time to heal the damage done, but for now, I am left with the weight of my own guilt. When I failed to protect your heart, I failed not just as a partner, but as a person who believes in the sacredness of love. In every act of betrayal, I dishonor the love that was given to me freely, a gift that should never have been taken for granted. I know now that every wound I inflicted upon you is a wound I also inflicted upon myself, and in doing so, I betrayed not only your trust, but the divine grace that was meant to guide me. The path to redemption is long, but I must walk it with humility and remorse. Sometimes the deepest hurts are the ones we never meant to inflict, yet they happen, and in that moment, I realized that my actions were not just a betrayal of your trust, but a betrayal of the love that should have always been the foundation of our connection. The sorrow in my heart is a constant reminder that when I hurt you, I was not just hurting you. I was losing sight of the divine principles of love, respect, and unity that I am meant to honor above all else. In every mistake I made, I hurt you in ways I will never fully comprehend. But it's not just you I betrayed. It's the God who gifted us with the chance to love and care for one another. And that thought breaks me. The pain I caused you is something I will carry with me for the rest of my life. And as I reflect on it, I realize that each hurt I caused wasn't just a betrayal of you, it was a betrayal of everything that love should stand for. I've spent countless sleepless nights wondering how I could have been so blind to the love I was supposed to protect. By hurting you, I betrayed the very essence of who I am and the divine love that is meant to guide me. When I hurt you, it wasn't just a failure of our relationship, it was a failure of my soul. I had taken for granted the trust and love that were meant to be sacred, and in doing so, I betrayed not only you, but the very principles of love I hold dear. There are moments when I can feel the weight of my actions hanging over me, like a shadow that won't go away. And in those moments, I know that every time I hurt you, I hurt myself and betrayed the love that should have been our foundation. Each time I let you down, I felt as though I was drifting further away from everything I believed in, straying from the divine love and trust that was meant to guide me, only to hurt the one person I swore to protect. It's one thing to hurt someone you love, but it's another to realize that in doing so, you are betraying not only them, but everything that is sacred about love and the divine connection we share. The pain from that realization is deep and unending. When I caused you pain, I felt as though I was falling away from everything that I hold sacred. The hurt I inflicted wasn't just a momentary lapse, it was a betrayal of my own soul and the divine love that is meant to flow freely between us. Looking back, I can see that the wounds I left were not just physical, they were spiritual scars, each one a reminder of how I turned away from the love I should have protected. By hurting you, I betrayed a promise to both you and the divine. In hurting you, I betrayed the essence of who I am meant to be, and I know now that to heal, I must not only apologize to you, but seek forgiveness from a higher power, for it is in this betrayal that I've lost my way.